Hello, my kako, Joe Souza here, actually standing in our milling department. You know the Stradivarius violin. What made the Stradivarius so special? Well, of course it was the shape of his instrument, it was the shape of his F-hole or the sound port, but it was also what he did with his wood, and this time-honored method of air drying each piece of wood to get the best tone. So what we're going to look at today is how we air dry every single piece of wood that's ultimately going to become a Kanileʻa ukulele. And we'll learn a lot here on The Breakdown. So why do we air dry each piece of wood? Well, of course it's for tone, but also for stability. We want to control the expansion and contraction of the wood. In order for us to do that, we have to air dry that wood. Now, here in Hawaii, we have all this beautiful humidity. It's so wonderful for our skin. Really, it's the tropics, but it's not the best for your ukulele. Ideally, we want your ukulele to be at 45 to 55% relative humidity. Now, in order to control that humidity here in milling, we actually remove moisture from the air to create this stable environment for the wood. Now, in order to get the wood to be at the right moisture content, we actually have to introduce even drier air. So we have the ability in what we call our dry room to take the moisture from this Hawaiian air stable environment to a drier environment to help with controlling the expansion and contraction of the wood. We actually want the moisture content of the wood to be under 6% before we start to build the ukulele. And then it will find what is called its equilibrium moisture content, or the EMC, where the wood is at its happy place. And here in our milling, where we keep it at 50% relative humidity, it's right at about 8% moisture content on the wood. Now, what we're really trying to do is to bring out the elasticity of the wood, or the porosity, and how much of that wood has the ability to, one, keep the stability of the strings and that rigidness when we look at the grain laterally, but have elasticity and the ability to vibrate when we work those pieces to become an ukulele. Now, as we go and dry each piece of wood, we're talking the ko for the body of the ukulele. We're talking the neck, or the mahogany. We're also talking about the ebony and the rosewood, which is our fingerboards, and all of that hand-split Sitka spruce that we use for the bracing on the inside of the ukulele. Each one of those wood pieces are going to go through this time-honored method of air drying to prepare the wood to become a musical instrument. Also to add stability, again, controlling that expansion and contraction, and ultimately giving us the best tone we can possibly have. So I hope you guys enjoyed some insight to what we do right here in our milling department. If you did, don't hesitate, smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel so we'll give you insight all the time here on The Breakdown. And if you really have a good question and just curious on what we're doing here, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and we'll definitely answer those questions. I appreciate you taking time, spending time here, getting some insight to who we are as Kanileʻa Ukulele. Take care, stay safe, and aloha.